Oh, the Tiny. We mentioned the Tiny earlier.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go. Tiny going all the way through to the end. VP had great success with Tiny earlier on in their matchup against Optic Gaming as well.
As much as possible to use that Astral Spirit, but Silencer being that strong laner.
No one getting aggressive as we saw there with the Arcane Root. Sumail's able to reach it up bottom lane. They have managed to find the CM. Solo goes straight for the TP out. Can they get the stun off? They can. Crit able to bring the creep in time to set up for first blood for Esport.
Just what they need. Enable that Pugna.
The Frost Arrow slowing Roger down. He's up to the high ground though and can get himself just out of range of continuously slowed by the Drow Ranger.
So Sumail needed this rune pretty badly down bottom, committed for it, and does actually get the DD. No one was starting to be able to bully him out of the lane for a moment.
Top lane, they are able to get on top of Fly there. Pasha hits the arrow by the looks of it.
They got the stomp combo.
But now 1-1, VP getting themselves on the board. Bottom lane crit looking with the wraparound. He's got the Troll Summoner and the Hellbear Smasher. S4 with the nuke damage, bringing Ramses down low. He's got the Ghost Shroud and the Death Pulse. Is it going to be enough to save him? Pops the stick charges, but there's the control. Crit with the root, holds down Ramses with the right clicks as well. One more will do it. The Death Pulse will not keep Ramses alive.
Meanwhile, top also.
Let's see if they can find the kill.
Roger does die, going for the dive.
Roger playing a little too over-aggressive on that top lane.
Or I guess a Reaper's Scythe. But the other ones, it's like an arrow, a stomp. These can be a little bit tougher to actually land onto a storm as CVP.
Whoa.
They want to try to punish down here.
They do have crit, caught out by the Astral Stomp. Solo moving in close, does still have that Frostbite ready to go. Looking for a bit of body blocks though to buy time for Ramses to come in and help with the kill attempt. Sumail's going to be there with the backup. They do lose crit, but now Sumail with the counter play finds Solo. S4 with the life drain forces Ramses to back up. Still some mana in the tank for Sumail as he's playing around with Roger. Roger has the stop, but Sumail keeps his distance. Flies coming from the side with the Arcane Curse as Roger will fall as well. EG get to an S4 with the Decrepify and the South is able to walk his way back to safety. No one couldn't find a kill in return. Lanes just going slightly better in their way. All three cores, the top three at the net worth at the moment.
They're just keeping all the lanes pushed in. CRTZ is spamming the aura. He's also just auto-attacking the wave. Same thing with S4. They just want to keep this pressure on.
It's Ramses. Get affected here by the curse.
The long zip.
Sumail's probably got it in the global silence they have. Fly uses the global to allow Sumail to get the kill without any worries. But now there is turnaround potential. He's pretty low on mana, Sumail. He's got that last little bit to jump himself away. No one. Look for the connection. Finds the avalanche toss onto Fly. They'll get the silencer. But Sumail will stay safe for now. As another trade that EG they'll take. Taking a core, losing a support.
Like we were mentioning, the panel was mentioning as well, VP's teamfight is extremely threatening. But these Chen creeps can pose a bit of a problem when they are standing in that front line, even if there are those arrows and frostbites and whatnot. As Ichi's in a good position for the wraparound.
Sumail does find Pasha. 2 leaps have already been used, but that's going to mean the curse kicks in as Pasha will get taken down. Sumail finds the Mirana, zips himself back out on away. As the TPs do come in from VP, no one with the jump, finds the 2-man avalanche, it's not enough damage there, the global silence comes out, the right clicks Arteezy with the silence, the slow, they'll get the kill on no one. Sumail grabs the double kill, no hesitation here from EG, they're playing this pace that we've seen from them time and time before when they have this Drow Ranger strat, 14 minutes in, really getting the ball rolling, and now Ramses, he's silenced, he's penitence, the damage from the glaives, it's enough, Ramses taken down, the Earth Splitter's coming out from Roger, though straight on top of Arteezy, but there's no other follow-up from VP, as Roger has to back off Sumail with the big zip, looking to close the gap, but he doesn't quite find the connection. He'll retreat for now, but EG 10-9, 4K lead.
It was very smart that they, as soon as they knew that no one had that Blink Dagger, just group up. Don't let this Tiny do what he wants to do. Blink Tiny just wants to go around getting those pickoffs, but if you're grouped up, it makes it a lot more difficult for him to do so.
Oh, no one jumps in there into the back of the move. Gets pretty much a 3-man avalanche. They have the stop as well as the CM is going to get cancelled straight away. Sumail on top of Solo finds the Crystal Main and no one looks towards Crit Tree Throw. Finishes off the kill. They lose Fly 2 as VP have found 2. RTZ trying to get the right jump. No one Pasha's in with the start with the burst from S4. Takes down Pasha in time. No one's back in with the avalanche. They found 3 VP. Can they get S4 and Sumail? Sumail still with a little bit of mana left. That final bit of burst from S4 will kill off Roger. As S4 and Sumail survivor. 2 heroes on both sides living through that. There's no one very close to the completed Shadow Blade on top of his Blink Dagger, so we're allowed to sort of sneak around a little bit better around the map to find those sort of initiations that VP are relying on to start the fight.
Got the high ground here.
They do. Arteezy leading with the Shadow Blade, gets the vision, there's the global silence, straight away Sumail on top of Ramses. Ramses, he's gone. They find the Necrophos to start the fight. if there is going to be more than one, but it looks like with the Moonlight Shadow, VP will just keep that distance, and now EG, they'll look to try again.
Just playing a little bit careful, going back, collecting some bounties. Even though they have, you can see how adamant they are though about how important that Rosh is.
Sure.
These 3 wards they've committed on the left side of the map of VP, just all scouting any type of approach that VP can go for there.
Arteezy, he is deep and farming away. He does have the Shadow Blade. They don't have detection on no one, but Roger does. He comes in, pops the dust. They find Arteezy, who tries for the TP out, but he's not making it away. As Arteezy farming Ancients away from his teammate and dying. It's quite an iconic duo. We've seen it a few times.
At least being able to protect himself a bit versus that global to get that Ghost Shroud.
Under attack.
And just to point out small things, Solo did go for a 1-4-4 build, or 1-4-3 build on the CM, prioritizing the bite, of course, since he's versus that Storm Spirit. And bottom, Ramsey's alone.
They're straight in. They've got a lot of magical bursts. Samel zips in as well. He gets the Ghost Shroud out, but it ain't going to help him against the Remnants. As they get the kill on Ramses, they take the tier 2 tower, EG.
So it makes it a lot harder when you have all your waves pushed in. If you're looking to set up for any type of ganks with something like a Tiny or with something like a Moonlight Shadow, it makes it a bit more obvious if your lanes are all going on your side. So now we do see Precision Aura used. And we also saw Crit constantly split pushing with this.
Look at this though, Moonlight Shadow Gang's going to catch S4 off guard. They're immediately on top of the Pugna, and he's gone for 80 seconds.
Gives them a lot of time now to push out these lanes. They do have to be careful of that Storm Spirit though, getting the pickoffs when they do get the lanes out of their side. But
Moonlight Shadow used immediately in order to try and set something up with this Reapers. Sumail up top, quickly cleaning out the top lane, pushing that wave in, or TPing back to base. In preparation for some sort of a play like the one that VP's looking for here. As EG, they're on the high ground.
they use the Precision Aura too to push out the waves.
Sumail's going to show himself. No one tries to go for the Avalanche. Global comes out, but immediately blink out from Tiny is there. Sumail zips forward. He's got himself on top of Solo, looking for the quick and easy Bloodstone charge, and he'll get it. Solo taken down. Sumail zipping forward for more, but no one's back under the cover of the Invit. He can walk himself away. Arteezy, maybe seeing if he can find the catch onto someone. As no one comes back across, they don't see each other though, neither with detection on one another. No sentries around this area as well, but now the Invis will wear out. Arteezy looks towards no one, starts to hit away. Sumail zips across, and Arteezy there, able to sort of predict where the Tiny would be, following sort of the movements, even though he could not see him under the Shadow Blade, and it sets up a big kill for Sumail to get involved in. They'll send an Astral Spirit over, but the rest of the team will not be able to do anything about this as EG claim themselves the Aegis onto Sumail.
After how long of being positioned around there, over 10-12 minutes, is really showing how important it really is for their lineup. Maybe the best way they can take the fights is if they're somehow able to scout this Silencer with like Roger's Astral Spirit, so they can finally kill him before the global comes out. But Flies has been sitting in the back, and we do see that win probability all the way up to 75% right now for EG, as they have dominant map control.
Up they go, Sumail, trying to zip toward Pasha. Pasha gets the Moonlight Shadow out, and Linstream Manta style off the Penitence with the leaps. Will be able to keep himself far enough away. No one actually looks to reinitiate. Jumps in, Arteezy bots the BKB, fly with the global silence. They look towards Ramses. Ramses has the BKB, still taking quite a lot of damage from the right click. Sumail zips down, he's low on mana. They get the Echo Stomp on him with the Starfall. They'll kill him once. Aegis taken out of the hands of Sumail. That's the only loss so far in this team fight. Just the Aegis being lost here.
And the Necrophos, Ramses with that BKB reveal, shows that he can survive through the globe with that Lotus Orb.
And no one trying to get in position here. He gets eyes on anyone they do have.
They caught a
down
glimpse.
mid.
They caught a glimpse of Arteezy for a second with that sentry they have in mid.
Let's fly. We'll show that he sees them, pops the curse down onto Ramses. No one's going to jump in immediately, but the gust comes out from Arteezy. They'll look to kite him up. They've got the slow ones, and no one tries for the TP out, but the right clicks are too much. No one's gone. Sumail do lose Sumail in return. There's the Reaper side comes down. Sumail will go down. He's dead only for 15 seconds. There was EG still able to take over the fight, beating down on Solo. Roger's got to split off to the side. S4 still trying to chase down Ramses. Ramses has the BKB, pops it, turns towards S4. Arteezy comes out of the Shadow Blade. A few right clicks. Can it bring Ramses down? The arrow. It connects. Pasha looking for the control. The stop coming out from Roger the side. The splitter as well. It's out of Zip. Sumail in with the zip, gets the double kill, looks towards Roger, finds the triple kill. At a time where it looked like VP were maybe just about able to set up a turnaround, Sumail comes balling in and secures the 3 kills they needed to keep PG afloat in this team fight.
He did Reaper side, so he did have, yeah, he didn't have the longer cooldown, so that Bloodstone actually made him respawn so quick that he could zip in like that.
I believe only dead for about 15 seconds before he came back in. So absolutely, the Bloodstone purchase, as you say, paying off there. Getting him back on the field quickly to come out with that play. Ramses needed 4, but the global comes out. Ramses!
He's dead for 83.
He's not got buyback. Oh, walking up into that high ground like that, Ramsey's a big mistake. I feel like they should have known that EG's ward coverage has been very strong around that area. I guess he just expected that they'd all left this area of the map, but EG, they're still pretty much full. They were waiting for that to happen. That's a huge kill to find. No one's going to come in. The 3-man avalanche. Not enough damage to find the kills. There is now RTZ. Pots the beat can be turned towards no one. No one's gone. He hasn't got buyback even. Neither does Solo. GG well played is called. And Evil Geniuses take game 1 of this best of 3. And with quite a lead as well. They were never behind in this one. The Drow strat worked out perfectly as all 3 cores played to perfection. They won all 3 lanes only slightly, but they were able to use that slight advantage.
It's still just scary though, because it means you're kind of relying on this Pugna to go off, and that's a scary hero.
Coming out for Evil Geniuses. There you have it. The draft is done.
Starting to harass back the Bane top lane. A bit of an attempt onto no one. He's got the self-decrepify. He is fine for now. Shove the wave out. He's still in a manageable position just outside his tower range.
Roger's here.
You do have the Fury Swipe stacking up. Samel goes for the concoction play, but he's going to end up going down as Roger with the Splinter.
That was a very nice rotation there by Roger. He actually pulled, connected, and then just immediately started running to the mid lane to set up that gank.
And straight down bottom VP. Looking for a secondary play here. They're on to crit.
Arrow connects.
He's going to be able to turn around and deal with that long stun from that arrow from Arteezy. Pasha, he'll pop the stick charges. Crit does fall. Pasha gets taken down in return. Arteezy jumps forward and finds himself the kill. Solo is trying to chase down this Mirana.
He's got a Nightmare.
He does. He should be able to find this with the right clicks that he can still offer up through that Nightmare. Solo gets the double kill. But the magic missile, wave for terror, comes out for crit. He's back in Solo, has a brain sap. Will start to back himself away. Pasha with the avalanche, stunning crit and keeping Solo safe. Solo gets away with the play.
It's the best thing, you have to do it and make sure that nobody can kill you, because if somebody's inside that kill range, then it's absolutely not worth it. But you don't want to suicide to neutrals. The timing is not worth it. You could have just walked back to base if you do.
Top lane, S4. Decrepified, no one gets another blast in. S4 falling incredibly low here. Roger coming in as well from the sidelines. The Splinter Blast finishes off S4. No one pops the stick charges. Another blast onto Fly with his own stick, keeping himself healed up. Will be able to take down no one. But Roger, final Splinter Blast cleans up a double. As both of the side lanes we're seeing VP supports picking up double kills.
This is the lane that's going the best at the moment. Being able to actually keep themselves pretty decent because they have this double ranged versus a smaller range of the Bane and the Tiny. And Sumail does find himself a regen to go to farm inside that jungle.
And again, the magic missile. The arrow to follow up. RTZ able to keep himself out of range of the avalanche, but the toss indeed means they're going to get the kill on crit, and RTZ can't quite find Solo. The Nightmare setup's there, get him put to position to buff for more right clicks, and RTZ does not have leap for a couple of seconds. There's the toss from Pasha, right click from Solo, as Pasha and Solo clean up once again on the bottom lane.
And that's where you can put the curse in. Give him a little bit of praise.
At mid lane, as expected, the Ursa, Ramsey's having the freest farmers of his life here. 5 minutes in, 31 for 14 Sumail. He has to do this. He has to go to the jungle. He cannot contest this Ursa at the moment, 1v1. As bottom lane, again, the setup, the missile into the arrow. Pasha, can he play his way out of this one here? He's got the toss back. Arteezy won't look for him. The wave of terror not enough to bring him down as Pasha can keep himself alive, and indeed Solo and Roger converging from both sides of the map here to come into the jungle of Evil Geniuses. Find Sumail. Sumail has the concoction turns, gets the stun off, and Sumail will go down. Solo,
Roger's taking the tower.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful here. Solo and Roger, I tell you what, they're going to die together. Or at least Solo will. Does Roger want to go down with me? He says, screw it. I can't live without you, as he'll let himself fall to the creeps as well. They die together.
You see the build that Roger went for too. They recognize that they can actually go for these aggressive plays if they go for something like this with the phase boots on this Winter Wyvern.
On mid lane, suddenly, there's a Tiny hit. Comes in with the combo on Sumail. Sumail does have the concoction, gets out to Ramsey. Ramsey's there with the enrage, has the damage to find the kill. Now looks towards Fly, the tree being thrown in, but the tower is hitting onto Ramsey's. Will be able to de-aggro it onto the creep wave. But VP stepping up their play here in game 2 and making some fantastic movements, some excellent support play in these side lanes, and already with these very early rotations. Bottom lane Solo gets gone on. The magic missile into the arrow. RTZ jumps forward with Starfall. Doesn't get the 2 hits onto Solo, so the burst isn't quite there. Solo turning around with the Nightmare. Pasha in with the combo. On top of Crit. Avalanche into the toss. Crit's gone. RTZ still trying to find Solo, but he can't quite get the right clicks in as Solo will survive. Roger again with these plays, setting up for more and more action as he catches out S4.
They're losing, losing map control, not losing towers, but they're losing it in the, that they can't match the pressure of the heroes that VP has at the moment. So the bounty runes, those are coming up in the Moonlight Shadow. EG, they're looking to set up for some kills.
So if they can set up onto Ramses, he's going to get magic. The arrow, perfectly done by Arteezy. He connects onto the Ursa, Ramses is gone. The Moonlight Shadow catching him off guard.
So they'll get a kill, and they claim 1 bounty at least, but VP will claim the other 3. Sure, he's going to have the Radiance, but they've got Tiny, they've got Pugna. These 2 heroes can dish out very high damage in a short period of time. Ramses does find an Invis rune, but he's under a sentry. He actually...
Sumail doesn't quite have Chemical Rage up. He's got it now. It will turn, pop it, but it doesn't matter. The Fury swipes have already stacked up. There's the level 6 hit by Solo, but the Chain Frost from Fly comes out. Bouncing between them. S4 gets the ult out onto Ramses, but Ramses, he wants the kill. He wants S4. Can he quite fight it? The slows are too strong. He's being kited up. Roger pulls the Winter's Curse, but Ramses will go down to the poison of S4. S4 maybe seeing if he can find Roger as well. Roger will have the Arctic Burn Flight available in a few seconds. Tries for the TP, but Crit's there with a magic missile. Roger looks towards S4. S4 will hide his way behind the trees as Roger, he'll look to deny himself futures, and again, that's that creep cap on a triple kill. As 3 heroes have died here, different neutrals, same spot.
Tower has fallen. Dire's top tower has fallen.
That is the Radiance now finished up for Sumail.
He's got the money, he's on his way over, but this move will be scanned by EG.
They also have the ward, they see Roger coming in.
They're preparing on the high ground. Look at the magic missile out, Pasha going in for the combo, but the Chain Frost bounces are already out here from Fly. It's doing a lot of damage here to both Noah and Solo. They'll turn, they'll get the grip. Ramses in onto the high ground, Jones 4 gets the kill. Winter's Curse through Roger, holds back the Alchemist. Arteezy jumping in with the Starfall, gets the double kill. He's found Roger on the high ground as well, gets the triple. Arteezy with the wraparound, finding the big kills as he jumps in perfect position there for that Starfall. And they're even bringing him over for the fights with his Radiance. They smoke him up.
It's also a bit more of an issue. It's like normally like an Alchemist, he's scary, right? But you throw Lich Armor on him, it actually makes up a lot of the problems that Alchemist does have early on, which is the armor department. Makes him so much tankier. He's got the blink, he's already looking to get aggressive. Ramses
is straight on top of them. The concoction, the swap back, the magic missile. Ramses chain locked down as they get the kill. That blink dagger, as you say, certainly catching him by surprise. Didn't expect that jump to come in, especially out of the smoke that EG led in with. As EG find a kill onto the tier 1 tower. Winter's Curse will be thrown down onto S4, but he was still able to get the ult out. Sumail's just going straight in, gets decrepified. Avalanche combo comes out. Can he get out of this one? Sumail falling pretty low. He can it again. Fly with the bounce of the chain from Sumail. Lives on 10 HP, 8 HP in fact, and EG just cleaned up the entire team. A regen,
and he gets a regen.
Well. Oh, you couldn't have ridden it any better there for EG, that fight.
It's very difficult for them now versus the Veno wards as well as the Ice Armor. They can't really look to go for those tower pushes or anything either. They kind of have to go for hunting and maybe just play around getting a Roshan so they can play with an Aegis and try to get some momentum swing off of that one. But EG's all positioned around here.
They do have the sentry down, so they see Crit. Crit gets the magic missile out. They've got vision upon him. They pop the dust. They'll look to burst him down. They'll get the kill on Crit. Crit's down, but already Sumail's in. He's in with the Chemical Rage. Pasha tries to go for the combo, but it's not nearly enough burst to find the kill. From the side, S4 gets the ult out onto the 2 of them. Ramses goes for the TP out. Will escape. Arteezy still alive amongst all of this as they're taking the fight once again. Pasha running himself away from Sumail and Flies. They'll chase down this Tiny. The Radiance burn bringing Pasha down as EG take another successful fight.
They have to pretty much get a ton of kills now off of this Ursa with this Bastard. Just try to look around and get those other heroes besides the Alchemist to try to catch Sumail when he doesn't have the Chemical Rage after. But, I mean, Sumail's got the net worth of 2 heroes right now.
They don't have Fiend's Grip available. They've got a Nightmare.
Okay.
He has used all of his leaps, and they'll mean they can set up for the kill there. Ramses and Solo find a big one.
Ramses 666 gets 666 gold for killing Arteezy there.
Beautiful.
On a 6 kill streak as well. Look at that.
Shadow will be used. They did have I don't have vision. The pings did come out from Solo. We'll see if he catches out no one nonetheless. There's no one backing up. Arteezy's got. Did he see him go into trees? I don't think he's. Yeah.
They saw
one knows.
Arteezy, but they didn't see no one.
Ramsey turns up as well. Arteezy already backing away.
Bash first hit.
Roger's had to use the Winter Curse on the side. The Crit will get the chance to get the Magic Missile out, but the Grep Fire and the net magical damage is enough to find it. Towards the mid lane, Roger is getting focused. Arteezy has been taken down as S4 will finish off Roger. Samael jumps in, concoction out onto Ramses. Ramses got the enrage out in time. They're popping a Fiend's Grip here, but not really a kill that the remaining members of VP can go upon.
They are being very careful to not give up anything to EG, as they know one kill could lead to quick disaster for them versus EG.
Here we go, smoke time from EG. They look to invade.
They've got the
jungle.
Octarine.
Samael ready with the jump. Can he find himself a target? Jumps in, gets the concoction out in time onto no one. No one has the Decrepify to save him for the physical damage. Till takes the stun. There's the follow-up stun. There will be the Cold Embrace and the Nightmare, keeping no one safe as they've managed to find Fly. They're turning things around here, VP, as they get on top of Crit. Crit will go down. The Winter's Curse as well. Can they get more out of this, VP? They're having to back away from these Radiance illusions off the Manta style of Samael, though. As Roger being chased down by the illusion. He's Arctic burning up to the high ground. Cessful finds the Gale connection onto Ramses, and Samael with the Radiance burn gets the kill.
Nice talks back there from Pasha. I think Ramses would have probably been okay anyway, but as soon as that Venomancer starts approaching the fight, sure, they kill the Lich right away, but Veno is a huge threat, even though, you know, level 15, but it's just what you can actually do versus that Ursa versus that Tiny. Maybe it's still 10 seconds for Ramses. He wants to try to find S4 here.
See, Ramses jumps in, but then Samael with the counterplay straight away on top of Ramses. Ramses pops the enrage, looks towards Samael, gets the bash. Can they get the damage over Fly? The Chain Frost bouncing around them all. Takes down Pasha, takes down Solo Ramses, gets onto Samael. They do get the bash, they do get the kill. Samael now down for 75 seconds. Buybacks coming out from VP. They know they've got a chance to take this fight, but Ramses, he goes down. Arteezy gets the pick of the Winter's Curse, comes out. Roger getting himself away from the Radiant burn. They're very low. The avalanche from Pasha catches them all. Triple kill for Pasha as VP with the buybacks take the team fight.
I think they did catch a slight glimpse of it with their ward vision that they have on the left side. Sumail went up there to grab the bounty. They did
trying for Roche here. I think VP, they're going to be able to head over in time.
A blanket of Veno wards though already being placed. S4 as well as
Look at this
Fly.
movement. VP getting themselves on the high ground. Get themselves round for the side. Gale from S4 gets thrown out. VP trying for S4.
Roche is already dead.
They've got it. Samael's got the Aegis. The swap will be down to Solo, so they get the kill, they get the Aegis, and they get a kill onto Solo. VP have to now get out. They couldn't get into the pit in time.
The Yule Scepter.
They found themselves another catch. S4 finding Roger. The Winter's Curse is out, but it won't save him. Oh, Arteezy, did you have to have a DD?
You see what he did too? Arteezy backpacked his items during that curse, but with the DD, it was still enough damage to push over and kill the Veno.
That can't backpack a DD.
But even the Venge can be incredibly useful, as we've seen so many times. You know, it doesn't matter if you die, you've still got yourself in there to be able to save and swap, and even you can even play aggressively with your swaps in that point.
So, Arteezy jumps
get
apart.
spotted.
Quick kill for Ramses and Pasha. As Arteezy caught out alone.
They were hunting him for a while. But EG still making sure that they can keep these lanes pushed in, and VP, they are struggling a bit to push them out. Pasha as well as
Samael's in. Crepify, the life drain, keep it Solo alive. Another concoction though, that damage. As Pasha, he's in with the BKB, goes for the avalanche. The rest of VP heading over. Crit will separate himself away from the team. Samael comes back in, the Lincolns blocks the concoction. Ramses in on top of Crit, takes down a second. EG, they're down 2 members at the moment. The enrage is up for Ramses, but EG, they're still trying to play around with him. S4 throws out the Gale. Samael, little blink forward to throw out another, but the BKB's out from Ramses.
Let's see what. I think it's more than likely the Venge or the Venomancer. As Arteezy just gets picked off again.
Oh my goodness, Ramses! That's the second time in a couple of minutes catching out Arteezy alone. Bottom lane, Ramses waiting to see if EG reveal themselves on this lane. Starting to wrap around. Oh, in they go though. Sumail goes straight in with the concoction. They've got the Gale out as well. Ramses pops the enrage. Sumail with the Manta style, and Ramses just goes to CB out with the swap there from Crit. Dragging Ramses back into the business with all. Ramses turns towards Arteezy. Arteezy leaps across the trees and now back in. Onto Ramses. Ramses comes in, looks for the bash, and he gets it. Can he kill off Arteezy in time? He can't. Ramses will go down.
And
They've lost Roger on the sidelines as well.
And that's... There's no buyback on this Ursa. He's dead for 90.
He went all in on that Abyssal Blade purchase. And looking to be more. EG onto the barracks on the side. Esport with a Gale onto Pasha, kiting him back, keeping the space there on this bottom lane for Sumail to go ham, pushing in, taking the melee racks, getting the range racks as well. Nothing that VP can do to stop them as EG. They'll get one set. They're moving towards the mid. We'll see if they want to try and push the issue and go for more. They know at this point, this Ursa is not buying back. He cannot.
He's dying a bit too fast.
Yeah, I don't think they can. It's already less than half. Arteezy somehow finishing off quickly. Maybe if Roger gets in now. He's trying to head over. Can he do it quick enough? But no, he can't. They'll grab the Aegis. Sumail now looking to go in onto Roger. Roger tries for the Winter's Curse, but Sumail already gets the kill. Roger down for 50 seconds. The buyback out from Crit as EG want to keep the aggression high. They're on top of another. They've found Pasha. They've found the Tiny. The right clicks. The attack speed from Arteezy shoots him down. So they do have buyback.
He does have buyback available now too, so that's why he was going around collecting those. He wants to be able to commit twice forward as this Ursa, as they're feeling quite desperate now.
This is another tier 3 gone. No, mid lane, he's in. Ramses on top of Fly. Fly getting tossed up, tossed down. That's going to be Fly gone. Pasha pots the BKB.
Aegis gets reclaimed. The arrow connects on Ramses.
They found Ramses. He's going to be defensively 9 meds. Sumail's going to jump forward, look for the concoction onto Ramses. The old as well for Esport on the side. Roger getting focused. The cold embrace there. The swap back onto Solo. Solo's down. They've lost both the support. 3P Sumail. He's in onto Ramses. Ramses buys back straight away. No one with the BKB, but he's getting nailed by the illusion. No one's out. He'll buy back as well. There's no Solo. There's no Roger. VP with only the 3 cores alive to hold against the 5-man of EG. As EG, Moonlight shadowing, taking down this top rack. Sumail jumping in on the mid. Ramses trying to deal with these Manta-style illusions of the Alchemist. The fortification comes through.
The base is dying.
But EG are finding the base. They're finding no one. They're on top of him.
They call it GG.
Evil geniuses will knock Virtus Pro out of the competition and move one step forward in this towards that Aegis of Champions. Virtus Pro, they may have had an incredible DPC year, but at TI, despite being multi-major champions, they couldn't quite pull it out of the bag, because EG today, compared to yesterday, I don't know what happened last night, but they sorted all of their issues out, and they turned up today with some fantastic strategies that were good enough to do what they did there to VP. These were 2 games where EG looked absolutely fantastic.
Yep, with 2 different kind of play styles. The last game they played this heavy pushing lineup. They wanted to try to end the game. They grouped up, they ended it fast. This one, they had an Alchemist who got killed a couple times, had a bit of a rough lane, but recovered famously